Okay, welcome to Rate My Gadget, and I'm going to show you how to connect a Philips Hue light bulb to individual Google Nest speakers. So you may well have, and if you've seen my video, you can connect individual Google Nest to Spotify accounts for your children. So in which case you may want to have different speakers picking up for different lights. So if you have several Google Nest speakers, I'll show you how you need to link them. So if I just show you what I've got in my house, and then you can try and replicate that. Go. So I've got 3 Google Nests. 2, 3. So the beauty is with the Philips Hue light bulbs is you can control them via your Google Nest. Downside of that is that if you've got one in each child's room or one in each room, you don't want them to be overlaying. So the way that Google would normally control it is you would say, okay Google, turn the lights on in this room. However, we've concluded as parents, we only want the speaker in the room to control the lights on in that room, so that the kids can't sit in their own room and go, turn my sister's light up, in the middle of the night. So let me show you how you do that. So what you'll need is an Android phone. If you haven't got an Android phone, then go onto your laptop or tablet. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do it with Apple, although you probably can. What you need to do is you need to change the Google Home app onto your child's email that you set up the Google Nest with, and you would have gone through that process if all the Nests are assigned to different accounts. Now, if you haven't done that, if you've got 3 or 2 speakers, you'll need to go back and reset your speakers up so that they're linked to individual Google accounts. So what that means is you restart, set them to individual Google accounts, and then in those individual Google accounts, you assign the Philips Hue. But let me show you how I'm going to do that. Right, okay, so before you do anything, you need to get your phone out. Android, this only shows you unfortunately for Android phones because they're a little bit more friendly with Google. If you haven't got an Android phone, then get onto your laptop. Now, each individual speaker needs individual accounts. Now, in order to do this, you need to set up Gmail accounts. You need to go to gmail.com. And what you're doing is you're creating an account. So go gmail.com and then you're creating an account and just put it for myself, okay? And then what you're doing is you're setting up an account for your child. So once you've completed all this, make sure you keep your password and save that. And then when it gets to the next bit, so this last bit tells you, do you want a recovery email address? Put your own personal email address in there. And then for the date of birth, put something that's over 18 so that they're not considered a child and therefore it won't limit them later on. And then once you confirm that... Okay, so now you've got the email address for your child created. So this is the first time you're turning on your Google Nest. So go into your Google Home app and find the Google Nest and make sure in the Home app you're logged in as your child. And then once you've found the speaker and you've added it under your child's account, it will start asking you questions around using the Google Assistant, etc, etc. So this is the easy bit. You turn the speaker on. If you've already turned it on, then it's not a problem. You link it to your child's account through Google Home app. Now, I didn't bother with all of the recognise your voice, get personal results, because I very much wanted to limit it for my child. No YouTube Premium. Now, where it says listen to music and radio, this is where you can link it to Spotify. You can do it later. So untick that, just push OK, and do that later on. Again, I declined all of the stay in touch. That's it. Account from your phone. That's it. So that's it. That's how you set up your Google Nest for your child. First of all, in order to link the Philips Hue with the speakers through the Google Home app, you will need the Philips Hue bulb to be in factory settings mode. So if you've started already setting it up or linking it, then you'll need to bring it back to factory settings mode. So you need to go to the Philips Hue app in order to do that, because it's not a problem. So don't go for the top one, Philips Hue, go for this one here, Philips Hue Bluetooth, okay? So install that one. Now you may already have this, which is fine, but if you haven't, then download this. Now if you've just pulled the Philips Hue out of its box and you haven't done anything with it, then you won't need to do this, okay? So if you then open this up, Now be near the light bulb that you want to control. So this is where you input your information. When it asks use a voice assistant, say not at the moment. You don't want to do that. You want to set that up through the Google Home account. So don't do that at the moment. So now you'll say add the light. Okay. Only while using this app do you want to do that. The light's switched on. Hit add light. Okay, so now, as long as the light above you is the one that keeps flashing, okay, and you can try it by just keep hitting this button and you can't see it, but the light's flashing, you hit done. Okay, now that's called Hue bulb, right? Now what I need to now do is put that back into factory setting mode. Okay, so if I go settings on the bulb itself and I go reset. Okay, so if I hit reset, it will say, are you want to ensure this? Turn it back to factory settings. Yes, I do. So factory reset it. The light will flash, and now you know it's gone back to factory setting mode. Okay, now go into the home app, all the way back out of this. Now then, what will happen is, now it will say in the top box, as long as you're in the room and you're connected to the speaker that's linked to that Gmail account, it will say set up one light. So you've brought it back to factory settings. Hit set that one light up, pick the light, and the light you're under will blink, which it is for me. Okay. Yep. Then you hit set up. Okay. You put that it's in Charlie's bedroom for my son. Create a name, just call it light. Not a problem. Now what this is doing, sometimes it will go wrong, you have to hit retry. It's linking the Philips Hue with that account and that speaker. So because you've got all the speakers linked to different Gmail accounts, because you're in the Gmail account on Google Home for that speaker, you're linking the light to it. And that is it. Okay, so that's done. So here we go. So I'm underneath the light that I want to control. So, okay, Google, turn light off.
Sorry, it looks like those lights haven't been set up yet.
So there you go. So what you can hear is the other two speakers in the other two rooms picking up my voice, but those aren't linked to this light. So as long as I'm in this room, in this speaker, I can turn it on and off. Now what you can do, and you probably saw that on the app, is you can change the name of this. So rather than calling it light, you could call it son's room or main bedroom or something like that. So if I say, okay Google, turn light on.
Sorry, it looks like those lights haven't been set up yet.
There you go.
You can do that in assistant settings.
So that's how you set up individual Philips Hue light bulbs. Now annoyingly, and this will happen anyway, because if I go, okay Google, play Baby Shark, it will pick up my voice for all of the speakers.
I looked for it will pick up my voice, but it either isn't available or can't be played right now.
So this is the challenge you have now. Unfortunately, I can't help you with that. I've got Baby Shark playing from 3 rooms. I can't do anything about that. But what I can do is I can make sure that my son isn't controlling my other son's light bulb in his room. So that only this speaker in this room will turn that light on and off. And if you've got a Philips Hue, and I'll put the links at the bottom, if you've got a Philips Hue that allows you to regulate, you know, the different colours, purples, pinks, all of that, then that allows you to do that. Okay, I hope that's helped. Please do like, please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Of course, the advantage of having all speakers within voice is that you can say, okay, Google. Okay, Google. Stop. Okay, Google. Or you can just stop. Or you can go to the app, logged in as yourself, and you can turn the volume off. All right. Thanks for watching.